Let me tell you how you study for physics, because now, as I said, it is no more a general science as a subject for you. The science is splitted into physics, chemistry, maths, and biology. So you should basically understand that exactly what is physics and how do you study physics. So let's try to understand physics. A subject at itself has certain central theories and principles upon which the other theories are based. And therefore, for example, if I give you Newton's basic laws are, now when you're going to study kinematics, these Newton's principles upon the kinematical equations, kinematics, and therefore the central theories play a key role. Now, when you know this subject is so very important, then important is that you must read the textbook of physics thoroughly. How you're going to start studying? Read the textbook thoroughly. Now, again, the question arises, we don't have the textbook, but students, definitely you are having internet. So there are e-textbooks available. The PDFs of the e-textbooks are available on the internet. Download today itself and see that you read the textbooks. When you're reading the chapter by chapter, understand each chapter properly. Each and every concept in the chapter without skipping anything. It is not one from the first line to the last line of the page you're going to read. The first line to the last line of the chapter you're going to read. Because every concept is going to be a link with any other concept. And therefore, you should be thoroughly reading your textbook. You should be able to visualize the mechanisms, processes, experiments, because this is very important when it comes to physics, as it is an application-based subject. So when you can visualize what is, suppose Newton's laws of motion, he states his first law or second law or third law. We take the third law to every action, there is equal and opposite force of a reaction. So what happens is you should be able to visualize that, okay, I'm standing in front of a wall and I take a ball and throw on the wall. What is going to happen to the ball? When it touches the wall, it is going to bounce back. Touching the wall is the action and bouncing back is the reaction. So you should be able to visualize these laws. Then it becomes easy to study physics. When you're reading the chapter, you have to note down definitions, descriptions, formula, diagrams, equations separately so that it becomes easy. These would be the running notes for you all. And therefore, next time when you're going to read, instead of reading the textbook for the second time, you can read your keynotes, which will definitely help you to understand the concepts better. Physics is 50% mathematics, and therefore your steps to solve problems from the example problems is very, very important. Solve numericals are given. Go through it. You know the formula now, so go through it, understand how to solve and keep solving it. Now, what is chemistry and how do you study chemistry? In 11th itself, you'll find that the chemistry gets divided into 3 parts. One is physical chemistry, second is inorganic chemistry, and the third one is organic chemistry. So these 3 parts you have to study in total for chemistry in 11th and 12th standard. So first step, what you're going to do is read the textbook. I am time and again going to tell you for all the subjects that first thing that you start to study any subject is read the textbook. And if you talk about chemistry, it needs one to remember a lot of formulas. There are many reactions, there are equations, and therefore to study these equations, these reactions and formulas, you have to, while you read, you jot down the points, the equations, reactions and formulae in the notebook. That will definitely help you. When you're reading, write down the definitions of various terms which are new to you. Write the short descriptions of the processes. Write the reactions, write the experiments, and this will definitely help you to get a grip on the subject. Practice the reactions and equations regularly, otherwise you're going to forget. Maybe when you're reading for the first time, you're jotting down the points, and as you jot down the points, maybe you're understanding it for the first time. But if you do not revise it again, if you do not practice it again, what's going to happen is you will have tendency, human beings have tendency to forget, and you may forget it. If you forget it, again you have to go back and start studying from the beginning. So the best way is start practicing every time once you finish the chapter. Before you start the second chapter, you have to revise the first chapter. You finish the second chapter before you start the first chapter, again go back to your first and second chapter. And in this way, keep revising the things time and again. If you do not do that, then it's going to be difficult. You may forget it. Mathematics. Mathematics is a very, very important subject for engineering aspirants. Those who want to become engineers, you have to, or it is an important subject. And therefore, mathematics has to be catered very seriously for the students, those who are aspiring for engineering. Now, mathematics also, as I said in the beginning, physics is 50% mathematics. Chemistry also has equations. Chemistry also has numericals. It has problems. So definitely mathematics is going to, the basics of mathematics is going to help you in physics as well as in chemistry. And therefore, it becomes important for you all to study mathematics with a great zeal. I would also say those who are medical aspirants, if you opt for mathematics, that will give you an edge over the other students, those who don't opt for mathematics in physics and chemistry. So at least there is an option for in 11th and 12th that you can have mathematics in 11th class and then you can drop mathematics in 12th class if you are completely focused only and only for NEET. Okay, that means if you're focused for the B group, physics, chemistry and biology. But still I would say in 11th have mathematics. Now this subject needs one to remember a lot of formulas. Mathematics means it's full of formulas. When you were small, you have studied so many, you have learned so many tables, isn't it? So you have learned so many formulae. There are geometry, so many theorems. In this here also you're going to have lot many formulae to learn. How you are going to study maths when you're at home now? There's no college, there's no teacher. Definitely you'll have online platform. But then first thing what you can do is refer the textbook. Read the textbook. Many people say mathematics is a subject of practice. It is a subject of practice, but to understand the theory part, what is written in the textbook is very, very important. So you have to read the textbook, understand the theory behind every concept, every topic. If, for example, it is integration, it is derivation, derivatives, what you have to do is you have to read the theory first. Probability, understand the theory first, and then you can go to solve the problems. Because if you understand the theory, the concepts become very clear and you can put them into practice to find or solve the problems. The key is remember the formulas by heart. You have to remember the formulas by heart. That means memory, memorize it very nicely. Now, if you have learned the tables from 2 to 10, if anybody asks you what is 9 sevens are, immediately, whether you're in sleep or otherwise, you will tell the answer because you have learned it by heart when you are small. Likewise, you have to learn all the formulas that are in 11th and 12th standard by heart, which will help you to solve the problems faster and it will help in the entrance examinations also, because there you have little time and you have to solve maximum. So for that, what you all have to do is you have to basically learn the formula by heart. And to now when you're at home, what you're going to do is go through the solved problems, understand them step by step, and then go for the practice, which is after every chapter given in the form of exercises. Because maths is a subject of practice. The more you practice, the better you get in the subject. And I think this is not applicable only to mathematics. It's applicable otherwise also for every subject. Practice makes man perfect. So the more you practice, the better you get. And when you practice more, you yourself are going to discover and learn the various shortcuts and tricks to solve the problems. And these shortcuts and tricks are very, very important for your entrance examination. Because in entrance examination, you hardly have 1 minute to solve one problem. And therefore, shortcut tricks are very, very important. Now, let's see how to study biology. It is important, the subject is important for medical students, the aspirants of medical science. Biology is very, very important. If you see, compare mathematics and biology, mathematics is formula based. It's totally, you have lot many formulae to learn. But biology is theory based subject. And one needs to remember many diagrams, many processes, so many new scientific names. And therefore, you have to read the textbook thoroughly, number one. Secondly, you have to jot down the important names, terms, points, descriptions, diagrams, flowcharts, and the scientific names which are maybe very new to you. You have to write it down in the notebook on a piece of paper. What will happen is when you write, it registers more and you may get used to the new words, and you will not have a tendency to forget them. For that, you have to go through them regularly so that you don't forget. As in the previous slide, we have seen practice makes man perfect, and therefore you have to keep on practicing. Practicing here is keep on reading it time and again, which will register in your mind in such a way that you will not forget these names which are very, very new to you as of now. Every time you finish a chapter for a theory subject like biology, you will go back at the end of the chapter, solve the questions, and revise those answers regularly. That will help you to study biology in a nice way, which will definitely make or succeed you in your endeavors.